Hello everyone, you are all welcome to lecture number 1359, and today's topic is in continuation of combination of artificial intelligence and robotic curriculum development in school to teach these two combined technologies. Now, world is quite different in the year 2025. The reason is that before we were teaching about artificial intelligence, its different applications, its different tools, machine learning, deep learning, data collection, big data, supervised, unsupervised data, and it was treated as the separate technologies. But today, when I am talking in 2025, it's different technology. Because these two now, artificial intelligence and robotic, they are combined with the integration of different type of sensors. So now we have to teach our school kids how to integrate different type of sensors to understand the important role of sensors. And in that case, they should understand some basic concept of artificial intelligence and robotic, how they are combined. That is very important. And that's why now in India, India is on top in all these new emerging technologies. In schools, such type of curriculum is developed where both technologies, robotic and artificial intelligence, is combined, and the lab is established. And in that lab, we are using kits. And in that kit, both combinations are there, is supplied. Different type of sensors, different type of data value, programming, everything is there. Only they should know how to connect, how to integrate. And such type of lab is very important to develop if we want to teach our future generation with changing technologies. So far I know, I don't know about Lagos or Abuja, whether they have developed such type of lab, school lab, don't say research lab. Lab means platform. Create the infrastructure to teach kids these two things at a time. Artificial intelligence combined with robotic and how they are working. How different type of sensors are installed. How they should understand the meaning of machine learning, the data injection, how sensors are accepting data and how data is processed. It is combined with artificial intelligence knowledge and with robotic. Then language. What language data is given? So all these things are provided in kits. So what is my request that let in whole of Nigeria, if I am in Borno, I can say in whole of Borno, in every school, they should create the space and infrastructure of artificial intelligence and robotic lab, where there should be lot of kids. If that lab capacity is for 20 students or 50 students, just like in any chemistry lab, we need hundreds of beakers, burette, separating funnel, water bath, mental bath, so many things. In the same way, we have to create. We have to purchase thousands of robotic and artificial intelligence kits, thousands of plates of sensors, different type of sensors, and the teachers should be exposed to do the work. And here, let me make it clear. Now there is combination of hardware and software. So at school level, now in India, primary school, secondary school, students. They know about hardware, software. They know how to integrate the sensors. They know how to build the arm, flexible arm of robot. They know how to build the sensor for touching and maybe for any alarm or anything by using infrared, ultraviolet, ultrasonic frequencies. These are the game of frequencies. Doesn't need lot of high tech engineering. No, it is by doing. Once they know how to connect, and this connection is not like that you bring the wire and no, they are cables. Just touch it, it is connected. And so they should know by putting these things like computer vision camera. Computer vision camera means with sensor, it will recognize your face. All these things they can build themselves in the lab. Then with language programming, talking humanoid, they can assemble in the lab. Small kids. It's not rocket science. It's not the establishment of some big space lab. It is today's technology, and we are left behind because today artificial intelligence is not a single technology, with multiple. It is the combination of lot of technologies. In the same way, robotic is the combination of lot of technologies, and in the form of integration of lot of sensors. These sensors are going to play a very important role, and all these things should be included in curriculum of school, primary and secondary school. And let me show you one thing. Here I am proud to mention that at University of Maiduguri, we from science faculty, chemistry department, developed this type of curriculum combined with robotic and artificial intelligence, and we authors have made it very simple. Lot of simple images like a toy, how all these things are assembled, and also the very simple definition, questions, their answers, everything is given. And that's why anybody who is not having any basic concept or knowledge of artificial intelligence and robotics, please go through this book. And this book we have written for primary school. Primary school means to any kid who doesn't know ABCD in the new technologies. And for your kind information, more than 200 books are submitted to Borno State government, and rest of the 1000 books are on the way. Slowly we will be getting. So these books are not enough unless we distribute in every primary and secondary school. And after the distribution of this book, I wish that we are given opportunity to establish the infrastructure and labs where all the sensors, all the components are available. So robotics and artificial intelligence is nothing but the word of ultrasonic, ultraviolet, infrared frequencies, a wavelength, and how they are integrated in robot. So even I will deliver one lecture on integration of these sensors, because everything is done by sensors. These are all some photos I am showing, and they are in thousands of different type of sensors. For what purpose we want to integrate these sensors to our robot. So this is the packet of hundreds of sensor kits, and these kits are the combination of artificial intelligence and robotic components, and in every school it is available in hundreds and thousands. Why not in Nigeria? These kits we should bring from India. I am here, I will help. I know some of my students, they are handling all these things, but it needs the decision making of leadership. So I have already told you that we are in digital economy, digital technology, robotics, drone technology, and all these things are making any nation today power. The power of technology, the power of agriculture, the power of robotic, the power of drone. Let me give you the example of Israel, one very small country. That small country is having roughly 8 to 9 million population. If suppose we compare with global population, we have around 9 billion something. So in that case, if we compare the number of the population in terms of statistical data, it is not even one, less than one, because 1/10 of 9 billion. Their number globally is in decimal, not one. But their share of technology, especially in cyber security, especially in drone, especially in agriculture, remote sensing, and precision farming, is 20 to 30%. Go and Google, you will get whatever I am telling. It's a big lesson to whole world that a country in decimal, in population, 0.1 population out of 9 billion is dictating the whole world. And you have seen it that what they are doing. They are very powerful is because of only two factors. Remember it. Data, big data storage, artificial intelligence, and robotic combination, where they are using it everywhere. In drone technology, in secret service, in location of anyone, anywhere hiding, is all artificial intelligence, all sensors. Intelligence is there. They have different layers of frequencies in space. And for agriculture, for example, they have such type of sensors in their artificial intelligence and robotic technology that they can monitor each plant of your maize. For example, in your 1 acre maize, there are 10,000 plants. It can detect each plant, that which plant is sick, where the fertilizer is needed, where the water is needed. All will come in the form of data. That's why in desert area, in Israel, they are producing 200, 300 times more agriculture product. Take the example of India. In India, last week you might have heard one news that a robot performed one surgery, and that was in Hyderabad, in some remote area, 1,500 or 1,400 kilometers away, and with high precision. Infant child, only 16-year-old, 16-month-old child, operation was successful. So all this high accuracy and high precision is because of integration of sensors in the form of robot where artificial intelligence is working. So such type of curriculum should be introduced at school level, so that from very simple, school knowledge, they are skilled. So this is my humble request. Whoever is listening, policymakers, please equip every school with artificial intelligence robotic lab by providing thousands of sensor kits, sensors and different type of components, so that they are successful in assembly, or they can understand the very meaning of skill of this new technologies. And that's why I am taking this course. I am going to write some of the few, and this book is enough. if it is distributed in thousands in whole of the Nigeria, at least children are having some vocabulary knowledge that yeah, I'm aware of it after seeing images, after seeing question answers, all these things. So let me give you some summary. So here I have given in the form of summary what I have told you. Number one, establishing a lab to teach artificial intelligence and robotics in combination. Establishing a lab to teach the combination of artificial intelligence, AI and robotics to school kids in Nigeria can be an exciting and rewarding experience. It's very much exciting for young generation, school going kids, because they are not exposed to all these very latest emerging new technologies. And now in 2025, they are all combined together. Everything is just like hand and glove. Artificial intelligence, robotics, sensors, then camera, that is computer vision, digital imaging, remote sensing, all are combined and controlled by artificial intelligence. Can experience, we have developed curriculum for schools to teach step by step, guide and supervise kids in school how to learn new skills. I have already demonstrated that one book, what we have written, that is the artificial intelligence and robotic for small kids in primary school. But it's not limited up to primary school. If somebody doesn't know ABCD, even if he is graduate, it can help them also. Number two, lab setup. How to set up the lab. That is very important. So far I have not seen well equipped with all instrumentation, all ingredients, all parts are available in any good lab in North Nigeria, more especially in Borno state. Number one, A, equipments. First condition is equipment, just like when we are going to establish chemistry lab. We need burette, pipette, conical flask, round bottom flask, different type of water bath, mental bath, condenser, and so many other glass apparatus, test tube and pipette, all these. So that all these glass apparatus as well as instrumentation, these students can use and they can do lot of synthesis. In the same way, in robotic artificial intelligence lab, it should be first well equipped with different type of sensors, hundreds of kits, all should be around, connectivity, integration of all these sensors, understanding of all these things in the form of data. But thing is that first you should understand sensor, the importance of sensor. Sensors will collect the data and that data is processed. Once data is processed, your final product will be there in action. So equipments, we have to identify a good suitable space, very good space should be there, well connected with electricity. And please, if we want to learn the new technologies, we need new approach, we need new possibilities. In Nigeria, let all the universities should be under Wi-Fi, electronic cloud, so that very easy access and cheap access of internet with high speed is there. And I'm sorry to mention that the same Airtel, what service we are getting in Maiduguri, I complained twice. It is under Indians, because it is Indian company, I know it. Personally, I know their managers. They are working, they are there. And why the network frequency is poor here? And the same Airtel, if you go to India, oh, very high speed. It means there is overcrowding. And the enough infrastructure is not created. So I wish that these Airtel people, they are well trained, highly skilled. Why is such type of poor performance is there in Nigeria? Let them improve. So identify a good suitable space for the artificial intelligence AI plus robotic lab equipped with necessary tools like hardware and software. Hardware, it can be even the hard paper plate to integrate everything to learn. Some plastic sheet, all these things, so that they actually here learning is by doing, by practice, by touching, not only by reading. By reading, you have got the 50% knowledge, that what I am delivering here. But rest of the 50%, unless you are exposed by yourself, you are involved, your brain is involved, your finger in your hand, your arms are involved to integrate all the different parts to install a functional moving robot to solve your lot of problems. This software such as sensors, robot parts, computer vision, that is CV cameras, they play important role. That's why nowadays, people are shocked at how the secret agency of Israel can pinpoint, can locate anywhere in any part of the world. It's not big thing today if you know the technology. It's all sensors, it's all infrared, ultrasonic, ultraviolet, visible range, camera, computer vision, digital vision. Anybody can be located in any bush. That's why I'm saying that if we are using high-tech digital technology, there is no question for any kidnapper or criminals to escape. In India, drastically, street crime, kidnapping is almost getting zero, which was very common in 1970s. But after the introduction of all these high-tech, everyone is located and everyone is caught by the help of sensors and robotic. Number 3, sensor integration with robots. Sensor integration with robots means how to integrate robots, sensor in robot. That is the first step, very important step. Once you understand and you can integrate all the sensors, very good, you have good skill. So here, teach school kids how to integrate sensors with robots, to make robot to understand navigation. GPS system is all sensor, it's navigating. Object detection, image detection, face detection, you can locate anywhere in any part of the world by using these sensors. And face recognition. Teach students how to program sensors using very simple and popular programming language that is called Python. Python is enough at school level. It is having very rich library, very simple to learn, and at the same time it is free, so that kids can understand, and that language communication can be with robot and the kids. Number 4, important role of sensors in robotics. It has very, very important role. It's all sensors which are collecting the data. Data is coming to sensors, and then sensors are processing the data. Once data is processed, then action will be there, product will be there. Like computer vision, that is called CV, cameras, and LIDAR. LIDAR is very important part now. It's a laser beam. It's all frequency. It is light detection and ranging is an important sensor that uses laser light from pulse to enable robot to detect and recognize object or any face. So nowadays LIDAR, LIDAR, is widely used in your drone. All are AI, robotic controlled. Then humanoid, that is called human robot. Human robot means sensors like microphones and speakers. They are all sensors. They are installed, integrated. And Alexa, Siri, all these virtual assistants, They are following your command. That is called humanoid. Microphones and speakers enable robot to interact with human beings. So since time is running, I will stop here. But tomorrow I will continue that how to establish a lab for school students so that they can learn all the new skills of integration of skills and then building of a robot with the help of artificial intelligence. Once again, thank you very much for watching the lecture.